Hello everybody, here a new video from Renee from Spain, and in this video again I want to show CDs I've been listening in the last 2 weeks home. A lot of cool stuff. Some of this I haven't listened to it in a long time, but in the background I'm listening to this tape by the Japanese band Abigail, and this is from 2003, but the recordings are from the 90s, from 97 and 98. You know, live, and some rehearsals too. Of course, it sounds chaotic. It was the black metal days of Abigail. You know, later they incorporated more thrash metal, but this was still pure black metal, but very chaotic. But it's cool stuff. I'm playing this in the background. Okay? Good. Let's start with the CDs. Okay, let's start with the first one. Nocturnal Rides, with their fourth album, Afterlife. This band was quite popular back in the day. I mean, I was a big fan of In a Time of Blood and Fire in '95, and they released two more albums in the '90s, and this is the first album in the 2000s. This came out in the year 2000 actually. It's yeah, like power metal, heavy metal, very good traditional metal stuff. Very cool. But I still love In the Time of Blood and Fire more. That's probably one of my favorite albums from '95. Okay, more power metal, but from Germany. Blind Guardian with this live album. This is their second live album. This came out in 2003. The first live album came out in 1993. It was just a single album. This is a double album. Sounds really, really good. A lot of great songs on here, of course. And this was just titled Live. Now we go to the 90s with Merciful Fate. This was their third album they released after the comeback. In the Shadows was the first, then Time, and then this cool album. '96 it was released. Again, a lot of strong songs on here. It's a little dark in here, so I cannot really see much. But for example, the song Under the Spell is really good. The Uninvited Guests is a great song. Into the Unknown, the title song, is really good. Holy Water is a very good song. Of course, when this album came out, King Diamond was also releasing albums, of course, like you all know. That's why, you know, album by Merciful Fate was being released, then a King Diamond album, then again a Merciful Fate album, and went on and on like that. But still, he was delivering quality. Okay, now we go to a Spanish power metal. There's quite a lot of power metal here. Last Prophecy. This is like an EP. I don't know if this was really a demo that they released, or just an official EP. It just had 6 songs. You know, yeah, the typical power metal, Euro power metal from the late '90s, early 2000s. I listened to this Omission album. I saw them live last week. You can see a video on my channel. Thrash metal, blackened thrash metal, I would say. This is not my favorite album by them. I bought this actually at the concert from last week. This is the one was missing in my collection. It's good, but it's not a super album. I prefer this one, for example. Okay, now totally different style. The Metal Ballads, Volume 4. This is actually Volume 4, oh yes. I have Volume 4 here, also Volume 3, but anyway, this is the one I listen to. Here we have so many great songs on here, ballads. Yeah, check it out. I will check out a couple of names of songs. Of course, Anytime by Macaulay Schenker Group. Believe in Love by Scorpions. Standing Alone by Chiquetto. Axel Repel with the song When a Blind Man Cries. And we have Them Yankees on here, House of Lords, loads of bands. This is quite a cool series of releases. Also released on LP and on tape. But the CD had 4 extra songs. It came out in the early 90s, 92, 93, around that time. Now we go back in time to a new wave of British heavy metal. This is a little bit, of course, like from the mid 80s. And this is Witchfinder with the Lords of Sin album. I still have the price on it when I bought it years ago. Plus we have some live songs on here. This is one of those early 2000 re-releases on Moluseum. I think this was actually the last Witchfinder album. I'm not sure about that really. I only have 2 records by them. But I think in total they have 4. And then later they came back. Now I'm going to talk about a very good album I always loved from 2003. Spanish lyrics, Spanish band of course. The name of the band is Lujuria and the album is El Poder del Deseo. And on this album you can find also the Dark Moor vocalist from back in the day. She sings a song on here. Also you have the Tierra Santa vocalist is on it. Yeah, you have a Muro cover song, Traidor, the band Muro with Silver. Quite a few guest musicians, some other musicians are on here too. But this is a great heavy power metal album. It was perfect for 2003. This was the soundtrack back then of our music, of our life. Probably my favorite album by the band. Talking about favorite albums by bands, this is I think my favorite Motorhead album. What a killer record. And I played it the other day with my headphones on and it's a whole different experience. I mean, it sounds so good with headphones. I mean, you can hear things that you don't really pay attention normally if it's just in the background. Like now I'm listening to this and I'm not really paying attention to it. But if you listen to it with your headphones, it's just amazing. This is also the EP as a bonus track, the EP with Girls School that they did, Motorhead and Girls School. It's on here and it's just great. Ace of Spades sounds amazing, even if we heard it 1,000 times. Love Me Like a Reptile, of course, is great. Shoot You in the Back is amazing. The chase is better than the catch. I love it. The Hammer, just great. From 1980, great release. Love it. Another very cool release, a cool album from the early 90s, live album. I'm talking about the Atlantis Year live by Anthrax. Some were done at the studio, but live in front of an audience. But most of them were just done live at a concert. You know, at a concert hall. This came out in the early 90s. I also have this on tape, but I always liked it very much. To me, it's an underrated live album with a lot of the classics. I think when this was released, yes, just You Belladonna, of course, left the band, and then they were going to release, or they just released the first album with John Bush, and also this one came out around that time. It was a little confusing for the band, for the fans, but it's a cool release. Okay. The latest Michael Schenker group with Robin McAuley on vocals, but also the singer Eric that was in Skid Row, he also sings on here. And I think some other vocalists on here too. Nice digipack, cool hard rock, just cool and well done hard rock. The same as this one, really well done, only it's power speed metal. And this is the Spanish band Red Shark. And it's very strong, sudden impact. It came out last year. It gets better after each listen. In the beginning it was already good, but it just gets better. I like it a lot more now than when it was released. I'm not saying I didn't like it when it came out. Of course I did like it, but now even more. There's one bonus track, Fight the Rules of Power. It was a re-recorded song. It was an old Red Shark song. They re-recorded it. Nice slipcase. Power speed metal. Well done. You can't go wrong with Saxon. Call to Arms. It's not the most well-known album, but I played it when we were delivering. You know, because I have a furniture shop, and sometimes I go to deliver, and we were listening to this in the truck, and it just sounds very good. Still nowadays. I think it came out in 2006. No, 2011. It's crazy. I thought it was like earlier. This one did came out earlier, and this came out on 2000, and this is the second decade by the German band Sinner. And here you find songs from 1990 till 1999. I think this actually came out in 1999, this best of. Okay? And of course you can't go wrong with Sinner. In the 90s they were keeping traditional metal alive. That's for sure. Sometimes it got a little heavier in the 90s. Check the song Judgment Day, for example. I always loved. Yeah. The second decade. Jump the Gun is a very cool song. Used to the Truth. Used to the Truth. Very good song. The Accept cover song is on here. Balls to the Wall. Later it was also included on this tribute to Accept album. The Nature of Evil is a great song, just very cool. Plus, 2 songs were recorded especially for this best of. I've been listening to some more Omission because I saw them live. That's why I listened to the debut album. But anyway, we go on with other things. Twisted Sister with a great live album from '84, live at Hammersmith Odeon. This one is. And this came out in the 90s, during the 90s, on Music for a Nation. I was really happy when this came out because I was a big Twisted Sister fan. Also during the 90s where they were not around. I will show you a very cool jacket that I was wearing during the 90s. I will get it. Okay, sorry, I thought I had it here, but it's not here in the cabinet. It must be in the older wardrobe. But like, it's Dee Snider Twisted Sister patch. Very cool. I will show it in another video, in the future. Okay, I listened to this album by King Diamond that came out around the same time as the Merciful Fate album I showed before, mid-90s. The Graveyard. I like it a lot more now than when it was released. I was a big fan of The Spider Lullaby, and I thought this one was a little bit less good. But nowadays I like it a lot more. I mean, nowadays, the last 20 years I've been liking it more. The Graveyard. The story is very dark. Probably the darkest King Diamond story ever, This is very cool. I also have on tape actually Heavy Dragons compilation with bands like Stormwitch, Tokyo Blades, Tox, Killer, Veto. Actually Stormwitch are not on this one. I have some other this type of compilations with Stormwitch on it. Strangers are on here. Oh yeah, Stormwitch are on it. Yes. Great one. Great, always nice to listen to this. I love this type of compilations. Okay, I will show you the last one now. The last one is the 2 demos by the band Titan Force. First they were called Titan, and the demo is on here. And then you have 2 Titan Force demos on it too. That's already with the vocalist of Jack Panzer. Those 2 demos. Harry Tyrants, I think it was his name. And this demo, the Titan demo, is with a different vocalist. But it's just very cool. Some songs we know them from the Titan Force albums. They were re-recorded for the albums. But it's a very nice compilation under the Skull label from Poland. The husband of the vocalist of Crystal Viper. He is behind this label. Crystal Viper, I think they split up not long ago. But anyway, this is everything I want to show. The tape just finished. Perfect timing. Stay metal, everybody.